Okay, students, welcome to this session. We're going to do today about Tinkercad, right? Let's get started doing it. So you can go to tinkercad.com, right? So to this website you can go. Tinkercad.com is the website. So you can do this one right after I finish. Don't do it now. Now you can see I already have an account, so I have logged in. So I'll show you how to log into the account as well. This Tinkercad platform is by Autodesk, which is the same platform where they are providing Autodesk Maya, uh, 3D Max, right? Right. Now, when you go to the AutoCAD website, there are two options. You can use login or you can use sign up. You can use sign up at the beginning if you don't have a proper account. You better get a correct account created because that will be necessary for your assignment work when you're creating your circuit diagrams and components and things like that. Right. I do already. If you go to account, you can get a student account done, no problem. Or you can create a personal account, doesn't matter. I have a educators type of accounts because my purpose is to teach you the things. That's why I have that kind of an account, right? Okay. Right. So I will log in now. So after you create your account, what you can do is you can log into the account by selecting whatever the type of account that you have. So I'm going to use my email and the username. So I will type my username password, right? So this is the account that I'm using, right? I'll type a password. So after typing the username and the password, we can log into the system. First time when you log into your system, the appearance or the interface may be a little bit different than what you see now. Maybe a little bit different than what you see now because according to what you're using last or what you have used last, it will rearrange the components. But okay, this is the basics. There are three things you have. First, you have the 3D designs, and you have the circuits, and you have the code blocks. All right. We are not going to do any 3D designs, or we are not going to do the code blocks. We are interested in making circuits. That is for our IoT lesson. We are learning it. So we're going to straight away going to this section. Next, what I will do is once we come here, I can choose the section here. Where is it? So you can click on the create button and you can choose circuits. When you choose circuits, that will take you to that interface. Right. So this is the working interface of us, right? So it's a very decent and a very easy interface to work with, right? Right. Now, what we will do is, I will shortly, very quickly, I will explain you what this interface is about. This white color area that you have over here is the area which you will be building your circuit. So you can drag the and drop the components to this area and you can build it. Here you can do small customizations like copying, pasting, deleting, redo, undo, right? So you can put annotations, like you can include comments, change the colors of the wires, wire tip you can change, right? So you can flip, rotate, all those kind of things you can do from here, this toolbar. Then there's a coding option and there's a start simulation option. We're going to see that last. And even after you do the work and after you do the code work, you can send the code back to your computer and you can upload that to an Arduino, then you can try. Right. Now down here, down this section, what we have is we have a section full of components. And basically there are two options given. One is basic and one is all. Now, beneath the components section, you will see the components area. Now, I am in the basic section. So frequently used components are listed down here. Out of this one, we're going to use quite a few of them and build some stuff. You can see resistors, LEDs, push buttons, right? Sliding switches, capacitors, potentiometers, etc., given. Different type of batteries, microbit is there, as well as the Arduino Uno is there. And servo motors are there, DC motors are there, vibration motor, what do you call this, gear motors, right? So transistors, RGB LEDs, LDR sensors, soil moisture sensors, diodes, ultrasonic sensors, PIR sensor, piezo sensor, multimeter is also there, and the temperature sensor is also there. Well, we can do a few projects with them. Okay, we can do some work with this one. So we'll get started with that, right? So those are the components. And of course, if you select the component section here, and if you choose all, and you will see most of the components here. That means all the things that is available in the Tinkercad platform, you will be able to see them over here, right? So when you're trying at home, you can do that one. So see, I want to keep the video as well as I want to keep the class short, so you can quickly get started and doing it. That's why, right? So maybe within about 10 minutes time, I can show you the whole thing and we can finish, right? First thing first. Now I'm going to go to the basic part. And students, first what we do is we will drag and drop a breadboard. We can drag and drop Arduino, and we can add some other components, right? So let's build the first blinking circuit, LED blinking circuit. Let's build using the Tinkercad platform. So we'll see how to do that. So you can drag and drop an Arduino to your working area, and each of the component, when you drag and drop, it is there to set the property. The name you can change, like it's normally it will give a numeric value 1 2 3, like it will give. If you like, you can say Arduino Uno. If you like, you can do it. I'm not interested in doing any of those things now.
Okay.
Please be kind enough to keep your microphones switched off.
Sorry. Class only in uncle.
Zahir, can you keep the microphone muted, please? Well, few people are there. I will be taking the attendance and sending this to Inshafsa. Right, okay. Done, right? Okay. Fine. Let's do the next one. So you have the Arduino here. So if you want to move the Arduino, just click on the component, drag whatever the side you want. If you want to zoom in, zoom out, you can use the scroll wheel of the button, mouse button. So if you scroll in, scroll out, you can zoom in, zoom out the circuit. If you in an empty place, if you click and drag the entire circuit, you can move left and right, up and down, right? So those are the main two movements: zoom in, zoom out, pan, tilt. You can do those kind of things. Right, now we have an Arduino. Next, we need to have what do you call? We can have an LED, we can have a resistor, and we can do the wiring. Okay, so let us do the things together. So without wasting too much of time. So you have some idea about the Arduino because you had the very first practical that day. Two practicals you did, right? So we will have the Arduino over here, and I'm going to have a breadboard also down here, right? Okay. So today we will try to do one or two Arduinos. One or two LEDs we will add, and we will use a common ground option also. I'll teach you how to do it. Right, now let's take a LED, right, and you can just mount it on this breadboard, right? So once we don't have a lengthy lead, the leads are very short here, and you can see once you move the mouse pointer to the legs or the poles of the LED, it shows that anode and cathode sides are shown. For any reason, if you want to rotate this one, you can use this option to rotate. Letter R on the keyboard, you can press the letter R. Or if you want to flip this one, right? So if you want to flip that one, you can use the letter M, right? So side you can change, cathode, anode, it will change, right? So I like to keep it the anode to this side and cathode to this side. I'm going to put that in my breadboard. Number two, what I'm going to do is now I can start pulling the wires and I can give the connections. Before doing that one, I like to take a resistor from here and drag and drop it here. Just like what you do it in the physical board, we are doing it here. Once you add the resistor, you need to tell what type of a resistor are we using. So you have to type the value here. I'm going to use a 220 ohms resistor, 220 ohms resistor, so which is a red brown. Okay, 220 ohms resistor we have done. Then I'm going to code this one from the 7th pin, or the 8th. I can give the 7th pin. I like to change the wire color to red, so I'll choose from here the red one, and I will click the 7th one here, 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 and let's give it here, right? So that is the wire connection that you do. If you really want to remove one point, you select this point and press the space, the backspace. That will remove a point. If you select the point and select the backspace, that will remove the point, right? If you double click, you can add a point, right? So I like to keep the circuit very neat. So I have it like this. So the signal wire comes from 7th pin. Now we need to take the ground over here, right? I want to take the ground over here. Let's, for the time being, we'll do the ground directly. So I'm going to select the wire from here. I like to keep the wire black color. So click here and directly click over here and take it to the ground option like that. Okay. So now the circuit is complete. Okay. Now the circuit is complete. Now we can do a code for this. Then we can run this one. Uh, Sooner you add a drag and drop Arduino here, the Arduino comes with a built-in code, right? So we can delete that code and do the work, no problem. As I already told you, first you build the circuit. After that, you can do the coding, then you can do the testing, right? So now we built the circuit. We just built the circuit. Let's see how we can do the coding. We will click the code button here. This is a button here, code button. So once you toggle the code editor, this Tinkercad allows you to, even children can use this one. It allows you to fully do this coding using visual coding. Visual coding means you can drag and drop these blocks. The code blocks are there. You can drag and drop and you can start working with the Arduino. That's also perfectly fine if you are starting up at a very low level and if you want to gradually improvise. So for like grade 6, grade 7 students, like without having much of a real programming knowledge, if you want to do, you can do like this. So we are not going to do like that. So what you can click on the blocks option. There are two options. One is blocks with text. In this one, it is not allowing us to do any changes to the code. It doesn't allow us to do any changes to the code. So, but if I remove something, you can see if I remove something, code also changes here, right? Okay, so I'm not going to mess around with this one. I'm not going to do anything with this. I'm going to change this one again, the coding option. I'm going to change the coding option to text only, right? So when I do that one, it will give me a warning. When you want to switch to the text mode, it's asking, are you sure? Because once you go to the text mode, there's no point of, or there's no way of coming back to the, there's no way you can come back to the blocks again. That's the reason why it is giving you the warning. So if you really want to continue, you can do it. I want to do it, so I will say continue. Now it has given us the C++ code. What we actually learned on that day is here. This code is there. So we will do the coding from the beginning because to remind you the code as well. So I can increase the font size from here, right? So I can increase the with this also. I can take it this one. I can zoom it out. You can nicely arrange the work and do it right. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to define a pin for the LED, right? So let's define a pin. You can do it either like this. You can do like this, or you can type const int LED pin is assigned the value. We have set it to 7. Okay. Either way is fine. So let's go with this method then, right? Let's go here and you have to say LED pin, sorry, not pin mode, open parenthesis, LED pin, comma, output. Here the colors are not changing like Arduino software, but you can see it is allowing us to do the code in there. Color changes is not coming. Now, when you go to the loop section, in the loop section, what is happening is that loop section will keep on running as long as the Arduino is switched on. Okay, inside that we're going to do the code like or switch it on the bulb for 1 second, switch it off for 1 second. Right? We did that code in. Only difference is we are doing it in the Tinkercad platform. That's it. Right. Now the next thing what you do is you can type the code in here. So simply you say digital write. And you have to tell the pin number. So here we have stored the pin value in the LED pin variable. So I'm using the variable here. Well, after that, you can use whether you are switching on or switching off. In order to switch on an LED, you have to pass the value high. If you want to switch off an LED, you have to pass the value low. Not only you have to switch on, you have to make the so after switching on, you need to stay for 1 second. Therefore, we have to give the delay also. So I'm going to give 1000. Then I can say again digital write, and we can say LED pin, comma, we say low, right? So we say delay 1000. That is how you do that. Switch on, keep it for 1 second, switch it off, keep it for 1 second. That's what we do. Right. So the code is ready. Let's go closer to the circuit a little bit. Let's go closer to the circuit. Now, the next step after doing the coding, you can go for the simulation. So you can click the start simulation option from here. If you don't want the code at the moment, if it is obstructing you, so you can just click on the code button. It'll hide the code temporarily. If you again want the code back, you can click on that and anytime you can take it, right? Actually, I want the code as well as the circuit to be visible at the simultaneously. Let's have this one like this. Now, without further delay, let's click on the simulation button. Once I click the simulate button, check that. You can see there's a wire here. They can see the type B USB cable is there. It's not plugged in. So when I click the start simulation button here, you will see this is getting connected. See, yeah, right. So it's got connected, and you can see it is switching on for 1 second. Then it is switching off for another second, right? So while it is working, you are not allowed to do any changes to the coding, right? So we can stop the simulation. Even you can select the what do you call the LED, and you can change the color of it. There are a few colors given like green, yellow, orange, blue, and white. Let's give a blue one and see, right? So you can see, you can start and see that is a little bit bright. That's why I took that one. You can do it like that. So you can blink the LED like this. So this is a very basic part how you can build a circuit. Okay, right. This is the first one that we do. Okay. So, students, any questions? Is that part is understood? After my session, all of you should do this one, right? And you need to submit the tasks to me so I can check. You can share the links. I can click on the link and I can check your Arduino circuit. So let's say uh, first Tinker exercise or Tinker demo, IoT 6567. Okay. Right, so that's the file name I have given. So it's easy for me to find it again. Right. Uh, let's say whether we can put multiple LEDs. Now we'll put about 3 LEDs and then we will see how to switch on, switch off them simultaneously, right? Okay, this I'm not going to do any change to this one. I will do it from the beginning so you can try. So when you want to do a new circuit, you can click on Tinkercad button here. That means you go to the Tinkercad dashboard. Then you can click on create button again and choose circuits. Right. Interface is given to you. This time I'm going to use maybe two. Right. So let's use a breadboard here. Let's use an Arduino Uno. Uno will use it here. Let's use 3 LEDs. 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, right? Um, okay, so we have put 4 LEDs. I can change the colors of the LEDs as well, right? So sometimes it goes off. Um, we'll keep it like that, right? Now, always we do the wiring first, right? So we have 4 LEDs. Now I'm going to wire them up, right? So all the LEDs, I'm going to wire them up. So we will use pins like 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 4, 5, 6, 7 we will use. Uh, Alhamdulillah. Excuse me. uh, sorry. What we will do is, before doing the rest of the wiring, let's put the resistors. So I'll show you how to do it. So first resistor, I'd put it to this one. And let's set the value 220 ohms, not kilo ohms, 220 ohms. Then students, you need the same type of resistor added to the other 3 also. You can drag and drop, and one by one you can customize it, or else you can select this one. You can simply press Control C, Control V. So copy paste, Control C, Control V, and you can it automatically comes and attaches to the mouse pointer. You can just bring the mouse pointer where you want and just click it, so it will come. Then I'm going to again press C. The mouse pointer is here. So when I press the Control V, you can see what do you call the resistor came and got attached. So I'm going to move it once again here, right? And last one, Control V. So there we go. So all the resistors are 220 ohm resistors. Okay. Then that is done. You know, this side we have the anode. So to the anode side we have put the resistor. I'm going to connect the first one here. So I can keep the Arduino like this. Let's click from here, 4, right? So first you just draw the wires. After that, you can adjust them. So this looks okay, but it could be neater than that. Mm, okay. Okay. So when you're doing your wiring, try to do the wiring very neat like this. Now, students, there is a small problem now. You can see there are 1 ground, 2, and 3 ground, right? This session will turn off automatically in another 10 minutes. If it in between the session, if it turns off, just log in with the same link. If not, within 10 minutes, if I can finish, no need, right? Okay. The other thing is, students, we're going to do the work like this. Now, um, so you can see there's a ground option here. I will like to take this one a little bit up. Um, the ground is over here. So what I will do is, from this, I can take 1 ground and I can connect over here to this one. So that will be complete. Then one from here, from the down, and one from here. So for this one, I don't have a ground, right? So see how we can command the ground. Command means 1 ground can be used for many parts to come back to the ground section, right? So what you do is, I'll change the color of the wire. Black is the color that we use usually for the ground, right? So we'll use like that. So I'll click here and I'll come here, right? So then we can go here and I can come over here. all the way up here, and I will connect that rail here to the negative one. So as you can see, we have pulled a wire from, I made a mistake. That is 13th one. I got to put it to the ground. From the ground, I took a wire and I put it to this, the entire section. Now what we need to do is, we can, these cathodes, right? So these cathodes, we can connect to this part, right? So I will do like this from here, 1, 2, yeah, right? Um, like this. Now the circuit is complete. Okay, and you can see there we have used few wires only. We haven't used too much of wires. If it hadn't been for that, you will have to use a lot of wires. By making a common ground, what happens is when you make the common ground, you can uh, make what do you call, less number of wires, as well as you can keep the circuit very simple. Okay, you can keep the circuit very simple. Now, for this particular like a nitride kind of a LED setup I have here, just with 4 LEDs, but you can go up to maybe 10 LEDs or 7, 8 LEDs. You do that later. But I'm not going to do the nitride circuit for you. You try that one. In the class, we will build it in the next day. My purpose here is to just make yourself comfortable with the what do you call, the interface, a Tinkercad interface, how to create an account, how to log in, then how to build a basic circuit, how to test it. That's what I just wanted to teach you. Then the remaining thing I can show you, and even you can follow, or you can watch videos and do, or you can log in and do, no problem. Now, students, in order to give some functionality, let's open the code here. Right, so the blank code will come. So we'll change it to the so code button. Go to blocks, then select text. Go ahead with the warning. Once you come here, what you can do is you can do the pins like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like you can do that. So I'm going to have a code done like this. This time I'm going to use define. I like to show you both in action. Define, I'm going to say LED1. LED1 is connected to number 4. So I'll type 4, right? So, I'm going to type LED 2, 3, 4. So which are connected to 5, 6, 7, right? So these are the pins, they are connected. So when I want to do the code also here, I can write pin mode. I can type like this, LED1, comma, output. Okay, sorry. Right, like that you can do. You can use a for loop also to do this one. Next steps, we will do that, right? So I'm going to write a code here. I'm going to write a code here. So we'll say digital write LED1. So we're going to say high, and all the pins we're going to say everything is high. Then we're going to say delay. Let's say 500 milliseconds. Then all the LEDs off. Digital write LED1 low, 2, 3, 4. Like this. So that's the code that we have. So let's run this one. So we should see all the 4 LEDs glowing, then turning off, glowing, turning off. Right, let's try that. So LED 1, 2, 3, high. Okay. I forgot to type the second delay command. Sorry. So you can see they are switching on, switching off like that, right? So that is possible for us to do the work, right? So that is possible to do the work, okay? Right. So basically that is what I wanted to show you, right? That is what I basically wanted to show you. Apart from that, students, you people need to do this, explore this part, and you can do some more work. Okay, so you can do some more work out of that, right? So we have just about another 2 minutes left. I don't want to drag the lesson too much, right? So 1 second, please. There's a call coming. Okay, students, right. Now, students, I can show you some more components from here, but all the components are not really necessary. Like the push buttons are there, slide switches there. We can make use of these things. So, push buttons and all those things are there. When you push the button using the Arduino, you can send a command and you can do a lot of things. So you can do the work like that, right? I think, do you have any questions, students? Should I show you more? I can show you more things, but maybe we can do one. Come. Uh, I can show you more things if you want, but was the lesson understood? Hurry up. Was it understood, guys? Can do it? Yes, okay. Cool, right? So yeah, confirming that you can understand it. Nice. No one seems to have the microphone. Okay, so we need not to drag the session, right? So that's the basic thing I want to show you. You people can start working on these things and explore the things. After I teach you how to work with sensors and all, there are some sensors and motors and LEDs and why not? You have a lot of things. You can try them, okay? And if you follow myself, my Tinkercad profile, I have a lot of circuits which are uh, public circuits are available. You can browse them and you can learn from them. Okay. You need to build flip-flop circuit now. Flip-flop using the Tinkercad. Build the flip-flop circuit and share the link with me in the group. I have to click and I have to check that on. Okay. So today itself you do that and send me. Okay. Since you don't have anything else. So let's wind up the session. Thank you very much, guys and girls. Have a nice day. God bless you all then. See you in the physical class.